the Sims 4, growing together, building San Sequoia. San Sequoia, that's right, San Sequoia today. Just making sure that I am live. Everything went just fine this time, I guess. I don't see any problems. Last time I had a few audio problems. All my own fault, of course, but problems nonetheless. Now, today we're going to work in San Sequoia. This is not San Sequoia. This is San Myshuno. And this is the first set that the first set that we built for the second episode of my storyline for Growing Together. Because my family does live here in San Myshuno, but I used a lot of the Growing Together stuff, obviously, to build out this little park here in the Spice District. Sort of a family style, family style park. So that is done. In fact, that went up on the gallery a couple of hours ago. I did a very, very, very quick speed build, 1 minute long for a YouTube short. I also shared that around on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well. That was a build of Hooper's home, Hooper's house is what I call this, Hooper's house. The little playhouse for toddlers to use over here in the park. Because, of course, toddlers can't use the treehouse, and Lord knows I have tried. I have tried all sorts of things to get them up there onto the treehouse using like teleport, just teleport them up there, stuff like that. Nope, nothing works. Nothing works. So I thought, you know what? I don't know, just build them their own little place down here, a little cottage. And, of course, a little toddler fantasy forest to kind of walk through, back to your cottage, out, way back in the forest, past all the sort of mystical areas along the way. But today, we are going over to San Sequoia. I often want to call it, and I do often call it, San Mateo, which is a real-life community south of San Francisco, kind of near the Redwood, which is where EA is. And to me, this place, San Sequoia, reminds me a lot of San Mateo, especially this area, with the bridge and the sort of waterfront, stuff like that. So I do often call it San Mateo, but I'm going to try to remember to call it San Sequoia throughout this particular broadcast. And we're going to look here at the inner circle. Now, I'll say right off the bat, I do glance over and try to check chat every so often, just to say hi if someone happens to drop in. I do miss it sometimes. Now, if you're not listening to this right now, you won't know that I miss it sometimes, but maybe on a rebroadcast or something. But I will try to check that. And, if you have any questions along the way, please let me know. Now, this lot, this here thing called Inner Circle, that's going to be our restaurant in San Sequoia. We're going to turn that 40 by 20 lot into a restaurant. Now, here's the deal. I haven't exactly entirely decided on that. That is where I'm building it. I have thought about turning that lot into residential, maybe a line of townhouses or condominiums or something like that. But a 40 by 20 lot is a little bit awkward in that there aren't very many of them in game. And as you can see, it's very long and narrow. So I just have settled on this sort of commercial lot here, which is near, the recreation center over here, done in a sort of Spanish revival style, and our family area, right? Our splash pad kind of hangout area. So, hey, let's put a restaurant here. Now, one reason why I'm thinking about moving it is because the area with the movie theater in the other neighborhood, I might prefer it there because then you could go to dinner and then go to the movies. Right now, the movie theater is just a rabbit hole. But I do think, man, wouldn't that make more sense to have it over there? So who knows? There may be a future video where I build out condos here and move this over to the other neighborhood. But for now, this is what we've got. This is, I thought of a couple of different things for this build before settling finally on a restaurant. My first thought was to do it as sort of a festival marketplace shopping center, right? Where each of these windows would be like French doors. And so you'd have all these little shops Or maybe some of the fronts here could be replaced with like stalls for food and stuff. So you'd have kind of an open air shopping mall type of feel. I did not go that route, but I did keep the idea of this being sort of a commercial area. So even though it has a vaguely Spanish revival sort of feel to it, it is more of a commercial area. If I edit this and use this as a video, not just a live stream, saved live stream, but an actual video, I'll post some pictures of an example in my area, because there's an example in my area that I think they were kind of going for Italianate, right? A sort of Italianate revival style, but it's very commercial and very bland and very basic. So this is a little bit like that. I tried to dress it up a little bit, so to tie in with these other sort of Spanish revival things I've got around here. Over here, this house, this place, and a little small, very small starter suburban back over there. But let's jump in here and take a look at this structure. I think this would work really well as a restaurant, because the idea is, of course, I could put a kitchen here and a bathroom area. You're going to have an area to come in and wait for your table. And then we would do a line of indoor tables along here and a line of outdoor tables, kind of al fresco dining out here. And this particular space, this outdoor space, I would lower a little bit so that it doesn't inhibit the view of the diners on the inside, right? We're going to drop it down sort of stadium style, so the people sitting here have a view out over the people sitting outside. Now, the only drawback to that al fresco idea of dining is it is right here on a roadway, right? I don't know how much traffic it gets. It's a sim, so probably not very much traffic. But that would be a little bit kind of odd for this sort of structure. Now, one thing we could do is we could swing it around, make the outside dining here, this area a little bit bigger, and set the actual dining tables back further from the road with more of a landscaped area as a buffer between the dining and the road itself. When I first started building this, I obviously had not seen the pack. I was aware there was a 40 by 20 lot, but not really anything else to do with this neighborhood or where the lot was located. So that's how I ended up with it as it is. Now, for now, though, I think I'm going to leave them here. These tables here on the outside, kind of like a sidewalk cafe. Maybe I can fit some landscaping here along this little narrow stretch of greenery. And maybe there won't be much traffic. And then, again, in my own area, there's a place very popular, al fresco dining. It is at the intersection of two major roads in this town. There's always tons of traffic there, and it's always busy because people really like it. So we'll see. We're going to drop this down, though, as I said, a couple of spaces here, like so. And I suppose we could even lift this up because it is such a tall, it's such a tall ceiling height that I think we could do that. First thing we need to do, though, is turn on move objects on sheet and a few other things here. Am I writing that? Am I spelling that right? No. Okay, and show hidden objects, like so. So we're going to have those all on, and then maybe we'll lift, let me see over here real quick. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and lift this up a space like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we'll do that. That's going to set this a little bit higher, even still, over this outdoor seating. And we could put in, like, some stairs or something here, I guess, right? And in fact, we're going to go ahead and grab some stairs. I think so far this entire build is base game only. I am thinking of trying to keep it base game, growing together, and then of course the dine out pack. And we may go ahead and just do that. Let's do that. Let's go that way to begin with and see where it gets us. Now on that park that we just came from, that park was originally base game only, right? And growing together. But after a while, I kind of just gave that up. I was like, screw it. I'm giving it up because I had a vision and the vision didn't fit within just that number of packs, right? Let's do this and this. And then we could put, well, let me take a look here. Let's move this here like that. And then we'll put the hostess stand right here, right? Let's grab some flooring first. I think we'll use our standard sort of typical flooring style here, right? Let's pull up this. Let's look at all of our options. It's quite a few, really. But I'm thinking this, right? Just kind of our standard Spanish look, standard base game Spanish type of look. We might change this room to wood. Maybe. We'll see. We're going to take this out like so. Because basically when you go outside, of course, you're going to be led from, you know, through these doors or that door down there onto the patio here. Let's put some stairs in here. Kind of weird how it keeps kind of grabbing stuff like that. I don't remember that being the case before. Maybe we have a new glitch. Do we have a new glitch? We might have a new glitch. And in fact, I'm going to say, I tried to take my sim out for dinner recently. I made a YouTube short about this because apparently something's wrong. I don't know if it was just that lot or if there's something wrong with Dine Out in general. But I know the chef was cooking without any pans and just throwing the food into the fire. And as a consequence, we never got any food. I mean, we apparently just never, we never got served. So I was not a happy camper. I was ready to just burn the place down, chef and all. Let's see here. So let's go through here. Let's pull together all of our dining out stuff first to make it easy on ourselves, right? Oh shoot, I should put some tile in here. There we go. We can do that. Okay, so we'll filter again by dine out. And let's see here. You know what I need? I'm gonna need some lighting though too. It already feels dark in here. That giant thing like that. We're going to do a pretty small kitchen. One thing I had thought about doing was sliding these doors over a little bit and then freeing up an extra square of space. I don't know that we need quite so large an entryway. And I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and just move this over. And that will give us a little more room here for the kitchen and bathroom area. Once we move these over. It's funny I don't have any columns on this side. That's weird. Let's put some columns on that side. Put some here too. And then we're going to go ahead and move this up just a tad, kind of like that, like we did the other one, like so. That might be too high. Let's do something kind of like that. Do. And one thing that this could be is it could be like it was a shopping type center, like I said, and then converted to a restaurant or something. Because I do kind of like this roadside seating area, almost like a bus stop or a transit stop, you know. And I intend to leave that. But let's look at our dine out options and get our kitchen built. Do. There we go. Like I said, I'm going to try to leave room for a couple of bathrooms. So let's put that there. I don't think we actually need the dishwasher. You know, it has been so long since I've played with Dine Out that I almost feel like it's a brand new pack for me right now, right? But I don't think that we actually need a dishwasher for Dine Out, as I recall. They just put all the dishes into that little sort of, clearing cart, right? Like that. And that will be our kitchen. We're going to need a door here in order to allow some food to come and go. I don't think Dine Out works, so like I said, so maybe no food will be going in and out. We'll see. But I'm going to put a door there in anticipation that it will in fact work. Do we have some Dine Out doors? I think we do. Yeah, we do. So let's take this one. Put it right there. And then on this side, we're going to frame out 2 bathrooms. I'm not going to do like a traditional kind of large multi-person bathroom. I'm going to just do kind of a couple of, we'll call them unisex bathrooms, which I think you see more and more now because it makes sense. I think it makes sense. When I was in DC, a lot of the restaurants had unisex bathrooms, and just anybody can use them anytime, right? We're going to grab a couple of standard doors here from the base game. There they are. These are some of my favorite doors. I really do use these all the time in that color. I mean, I use them for apartments, houses, everything. It's got like the best all-purpose door look to it. One thing I might do for realism is maybe, I would probably, because in real life it would be like this, I probably would go ahead and just seal off those areas as closets, as someplace for like storage, stuff like that. And I might outfit them as a storage closet. Okay, so we're moving right along. We've got our kitchen and our baths. Well, we probably should put some toilets in there. Let's see. We're going to grab Going Together, Dine Out, and the base game for our bathroom options. And I think we'll go with this game, Throne of Thrones. The thing I don't like is there's not any other colors for it. The only other thing I like is maybe this one. That does look kind of like, a typical industrial toilet, right? An all-purpose, use everywhere type of toilet. So we'll go ahead and put that in there and grab a sink or 2. Oh, that's nice. I was going to say I use this. I fall back on this raw pedestal sink a lot, especially when I'm doing just primarily base game builds. But we've got this great new sink here from the new pack, and I think we'll go with that. Super pretty. I do like it. It does look really cool. Before I forget, we'll go ahead and throw some toilet paper in here just for the die-hard completionist. I used to never put toilet paper in builds because I didn't see the point. I mean, the Sims don't actually use toilet paper. But nowadays, I do put toilet paper in there. I'm a lot more sensitive to people's needs. We're going to have to put, though, a standard towel rack in here. Make it a little bit smaller for our Sims to dry their hands on because they are going to wash their hands after going potty, of course. And then we'll check out our mirrors here. And see, what do we have here? This is another, growing together mirror. So I say we use it. Let's use a lot of this growing together stuff if we can. It's all new, right? I love new stuff. Have a new look for things. We are going to offset that a little bit out of the way. Like so. That still seems kind of big. I think I'll make that a little bit smaller, like that. Then it fits a lot better. I might come back later and throw in like a soap dispenser or something in here. For now, though, we're going to call it good and come out here. See if we can find some lighting within these 3 packs to use what is... Oh, look, right off the bat. So say, what do we have new here for our growing together? And we have this. This is really cool. I do like this lamp a lot. It's got a great look to it. I'm going to vote for that. I am. I'm going to just say that one. And I'm going to use that throughout the whole restaurant, I think. It's got a good restaurant vibe. And we're going to pull up. I can't really remember where the Dine Out hostess stand is. If I can't find it, and I can't find it right off that, I think we can just do it this way, right? Like host. There we go. Host with the most host stations and appliances. Let's grab our host with the most station here. And we'll put it in like so. And then we've got a place, for people to come in, gather, ask for a table. We probably should put some sort of art here back behind it real quick. One thing I hate is having to go through and reselect all of this stuff, of course, but what are we going to do? That's what we've got. So we'll come through here. By the way, let me say real quick, we're not going to use these here, of course. These are more of a home-based sort of thing. I love these new picture frames. I've used them already. I love them. I don't know, there's just something about them. The pictures look really good in them. I didn't even know there was this. Oh, that's a puzzle. Okay, I thought that was another version, but a big one. That would be cool, though, too. I'm going to have them put together a puzzle. Let's look for some art real quick for this place. We need something suitably... What's this? Framed World Traveler poster. That's kind of cool. I mean, what about something like that, right? That's got kind of a decorative art feel. We're going to use that. Now, here's the room I'm a little bit concerned about because it is pretty narrow and I can't easily make it much wider, right? So my hope is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these tables and chairs in here. And when I test this thing, it's going to work. Because I don't really, well, I don't know. Let me look at this real quick. I could make it a little wider. Because I could scoot this whole piece over as much as 2 more spots, actually. Because I don't really need a walkway past here. Not really. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I think that'll give me because I've kind of worried about the amount of room I have for the interior. So let's go ahead and just take those extra 2 spots. Will it let me do that? Let's see here. No, because of this, but we'll just We'll take this part here, move it in. I also had I had something else here at one point. Maybe I took it off. I had like kind of a chimney on there. Let's see. Well, it's still not wanting. I wonder what the holdup is there. House may not overlap existing houses. See, this is what I was afraid I was going to get into. I was going to get into this like it was going to be more of a hassle than it was worth. Give me just a second here, though. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and take out this plaza. Will that fix it for us? I think that will fix it for us. We'll go ahead and take out that plaza. We'll rebuild the plaza in a little bit. Once I move this structure out of the way so that I can have a larger dining room. And if it doesn't, why is it not working? What is wrong with you? Work. Roofs must be within the lot. Well, the roof is within the lot boundary. And if for sure is there, house may not overlap existing houses. So is it counting that too? Maybe? We're going to try this one more time. Let's see here. Shoot. Come on. I guess that was it. So I guess both of those like platforms were just interfering with it too much. Okay, that's fine. That's resolved. And we can now, we'll go down here. Whoops. We'll go down here and we can make, we'll move this out like this so it'll be a little bit bigger, and then we'll make this room a little bit bigger. And bring the roof out, of course. And there we go. Okay, so that, I think that's going to work better for what we want to do. Let's see here. Now, when it comes time to put in our tables, I'm definitely going to have to rebuild those platforms, though, at some point, or put in stairs. Did the stair? Yeah, because over here is the same way. I'm going to need stairs. In fact, there were stairs over here. They must have disappeared because I moved the house. Let's put them back into place. Like so. Now, with this bigger area, that should be fine. We shouldn't have any trouble with Sims kind of walking around through there. Let's filter our items by dine out, growing together, and the base game. Now, I have looked at the tables for growing together. I will say, I mean, none of them are super, none of them am I super in love with. I might use these 6-seaters, maybe, but I don't, like I said, I'm not loving them. I'm not in love with them. Not for a restaurant. Maybe for a house, but not for a restaurant. We've got this round one as well. Again, it's got an okay look to it, you know. Let's zoom in here a little bit and take a look at it. It's got kind of this neat sort of look to it. I'm a little worried about a 6-seater in this fashion. You know, like maybe there won't be space for the Sims to maneuver around it, but it's pretty cool. The colors on it, though, are another holdup for me because none of them are screaming exactly kind of what I'm looking for, you know, color-wise for this restaurant. The brown there is probably the closest, and it's not. We're going to use it. We're going to use it because it's new, but it's not my. I don't know that I'm going to keep it because it's just kind of. I don't know. It's not a super pretty brown to me. It's Oh, well, it don't matter. Let's just use it. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. We are going to go ahead and use it. I do like the chairs from this pack. I have seen some chairs I really like. I'm not going to agonize over that too much. There are some chairs here that I do really like from that pack. Oh boy, again, I got to remember not to use the eyedropper tool to grab stuff because then it just ends up like resetting everything. I do love this chair. Like, I love the way this chair looks. Let's see what kind of colors we have. Do we have a brown one? We have kind of a brown one here. We're going to go with that. And that should be fine. That should not cause us any routing issues. And then we're going to need some sort of table that will coordinate, although I know nothing's going to really work well, I'm afraid, with that color. I mean, that's my big holdup on the color issue, is can I find something that's going to coordinate with what we've got here now, right? I like this sort of table, a little big for our space. I kind of want some 4-toppers, you know, like a seating just for 4. So we had this type of thing. And we have the typical dine out stuff. I guess we could go with this. Again, it's not my favorite simply because of the table runner on it. It doesn't feel like a restaurant to me. But, you know, it's a cool little 4-topper. And I guess I could use those outside real easily. And it's got a matching 6 version, right? I don't know if the 6 version doesn't have... 6 version doesn't have, though, a runner. If it even really matches. I'm thinking of this one. Yeah, okay. Let's go with a table here and a table here. And a prayer to the sim gods that these tables don't interfere with these tables. In fact, I might be able to move these just a little bit more, though. Let's move those a little bit more. That way we'll have less chance of routing issues. And we're going to grab these lights, and we'll do a light over this one, right here, right here. That'll give us plenty bright space. Of course, I went ahead and used the eyedropper tool again. I've still not learned. This has been how many years? I don't know how many years. 8 years with this game. Still have not learned. We could do more dining tables back over here, but I don't know that we need that many dining tables. To me, it feels like that's going to be kind of overkill. Right. We're going to go ahead out here and we're going to establish a few al fresco areas to eat. Kind of here and here. Here. And I'm thinking, let's go ahead and in order to tie the 2 areas together and keep a little cohesiveness, let's just go ahead and put a round table out here. You know, again, does the coloring match all that well? No. But I think it'll be okay, right? It'll be okay. Now we've got a ton of chairs to put in, of course. This is probably, like I said, way more seating than we're really going to need for this dining, you know, for this restaurant. I don't know that we're going to get that many Sims visiting it. I think we will pull this one out a little bit. Yeah, like that, I think. I think there'll be less chance of routing issues with that window if we give that chair a little more space. That's probably one of the tables I'm going to have my Sims try out because that's probably one of the most iffy tables of the bunch. Now we've got a pretty good start here. Let's grab some stairs. Do. I think I like those better, but I think I've been using these. Come on, there we go. Like so. Now we are going to need some landscaping out here, some decor in here. And then are we missing anything else? Like I said, I haven't done a restaurant in so long. I'm not even real sure what I need for a restaurant anymore. I built one a long time ago and I pretty much just use the same restaurant all the time. Now I did build a restaurant back when Snowy Escape came out. So I have built one in the last couple of years. Well, we needed 4 dining spots. We have 46. So I think we have satisfied our requirements. Yes, indeed. So pretty much requirements are done. Let's put in some landscaping, though, and start dressing this place up a little bit. I also want to change the name. I don't know what I want to call this. You know, I'm tempted to call it like Red Lobster or something cheesy like that, right? Like, you know, Red Lobster is that kind of like family dining sort of seafood place. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not a bad place. I like it all right. My son loved it when he was little. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because he loved it when he was little. And I think he still does. But he loved it when he was little. He loved to go there. I'd ask him, you know, where do you want to go have dinner? Like, can we go to Red Lobster? And I hadn't taken him there first. His grandparents took him there because I really didn't eat there very often. But since he loved it, I went there, and they do have really good biscuits, you know, and the food's okay. The food's pretty good too. It's like your typical kind of interstate drive type of restaurant. So we're going to call it Red Lobster because this is going to be the first place that my Sims in game bring their infant. Yes, they're going to bring their infant to dinner. I know people would disapprove of bringing an infant to dinner. They think you should get a babysitter, but I don't think so. I say, take them out early. Teach them how to do it, right? And with that in mind, I need to throw in a couple of high chairs. Yes, again, I know in game, you can't take toddlers or babies to the restaurant. However, you can go to the restaurant and then call them there, right? Like bring them to the restaurant after you get there. Because I take a toddler to the restaurant all the time. So we're going to set up some high chairs. I think there's new high chairs with the new pack. Let's see here. See what we've got. And I really do believe that. I really do believe you should take little kids out. I think you should take them traveling. You should take them out to eat, you know, stuff like that all the time. Because that's how they learn. That's how they learn to do stuff and what they need to do in order to behave. And I always took my son out. Always did. And he was always well behaved because from the start, there were certain rules and, you know, expectations and all of the blah, blah that parents try to give their kids. And through some miracle with him, it did sink in. So long story short, we're going to call it Red Lobster. We're going to put a little extra high chair out here somewhere where actually I guess I could just make one of these tables with a high chair like that, and then we'll do one inside as well. They don't get a lot of people coming with kids, but we're going to pretend like they get enough. Sure, you know, they've got a couple of, you know, high chairs here, you know, maybe some coloring books. I don't know. And then let's throw in some landscaping along the roadside. See what we've got here. Do we have any new landscaping with Growing Together? I don't think we really do. I think we have the same old type of standby stuff. So let's do the same old. Let's do old trusty bushes here. We don't want it to be too high because after all, the point of dining here is the view. And you want to be able to see kind of the view of, you know, the bridge over there, right? And the water. You know what this does kind of remind me of? Some people have compared it to San Francisco or the Presidio district in San Francisco, places like that. It does remind me more of San Mateo. But it also does kind of remind me of San Francisco in that it reminds me of The Imbak, I always mispronounce it. Incab, inco, inca, inca Gambaro. Oh my gosh, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. Embarcadero. Let's say that. Okay, look it up on a map. You'll see it. It's right downtown, and it's right by the bridge, and it's where all the ferries leave from. And there is a place to like eat there, and kind of a little shopping building. You know, it used to be like maybe the ferry building, and back in the old days, and now it's rehabbed into like some shops and restaurants and stuff. And my son, when we were in San Francisco, we went there and grabbed some stuff to eat, and then sat outside in a little patio watching the Oakland Bridge, the Oakland Bay Bridge, while we ate and hung out. Right. So we don't want too many bushes here because naturally we don't want to block that view, but we do want some screening from the street. We want to have a certain amount of privacy from the roadway and even from people passing by on the sidewalk. We'll grab a little bit of, you know what I want to use here? I'm going to use the Hawaiian grass. Oh, shoot, though. See, this is what I got in trouble with the park. I can't use the Hawaiian grass because it's not base game growing together or dying out. So I either break that rule already, or, you know what? I think what I'll do is I won't break the rule, but then later when I actually use this, I'm going to go and probably change it out. But then this way, if someone does want to download it and they have the 3 necessary packs for, you know, growing together, dying out, and obviously base game, they'll be able to use it. And so we'll go with that. We're going to put in some Lily of the Valley instead. Along here, like so. Whoops. And we're going to line, I think we'll line this with, oh, maybe that. No, how about Malva? Yeah. Let's put in a little Malva. I don't even know what Malva is, to be quite honest. I assume it strikes me and I use it as just ground cover. I don't know if it's supposed to be a type of, I'm not a gardener. Let's say that right off the bat. I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of ground cover or like an ivy, or hell, for all I know, it's poison. It could be hemlock for all I know, but we're going to put that in there. It does look pretty, right? It's got a really pretty ground cover type of look to it to put under those bushes instead of just dirt. Now, a lot of times I will do dirt under the bushes and stuff. It just depends. You can either use terrain paint or you could do, you know, a line of this dirt tile, right? So that you have kind of a realistic look to it. We're going to do it this time. And then down here, maybe we'll put in some sort of flowers or flowering bushes. I don't know. Something like that maybe. Kind of gets lost in that stuff. We do have that. That's not bad. Something like that maybe. Again, if I was going to break my rules, I might grab the stuff from that one pack that had all the flowers in it. Kind of the romance pack or whatever it was called. I don't remember anymore. From long ago, like years and years and years ago, which is the problem you run into when a game lasts for years and years, is that you can't actually remember the names of everything from all that time. But that's fine. I'm glad The Sims 4 has lasted for years and years. I, for one, actually still have just a lot of fun playing it. I just adore and am in love with my Sims in this game. That's one thing I kind of don't look forward to with The Sims 5 is that, you know, I'm going to have to kind of start all over again with Sim families and stuff. And I really like the ones I have right now. So I don't know. Now, Sims 5 is still a little ways away, so I've got time to worry about it. You know, I've got time to give myself an ulcer over it. But yeah, I'm going to kind of miss them, and I'll probably just rebuild a lot of them. But oh wait, I need these. Probably just try to rebuild a lot of them. But I did that from The Sims 3 to Sims 4, and the graphic style was a lot different, and they never really looked the same. So we'll see. Like I said, still got a couple of years, I think, to worry about that. And for all I know, they might run Sims 4 and Sims 5 concurrently. I mean, there's no reason why they would have to shut down The Sims 4 necessarily. If there's still people playing it and people that enjoy it, I mean, I could see them running it for a long time concurrent with Sims 5. The Sims 3 still has a huge, community that plays it regularly, like all the time. How they still make mods for The Sims 3. And I think if the base game, if that poor base game, which was already stretched to its breaking point, if it could handle more, I think they could make more packs for The Sims 3 and they'd probably be profitable. I do think that, if Maxis put it out for The Sims 3, if they could do it, I think people would buy it. I'd buy it. Let me say that right now. I mean, I am one of those people that would buy it. If they came out with something new for The Sims 3, I'd buy it. Let me see here. Bring this down. That's not going to work. Okay. How far can I get it? Right there? We can do right there. Take these floating bushes, put them back under the control of gravity there. Let's see. Like that. Maybe I'll have to get more than 4 of them. I was hoping to just do it with 4. Well, maybe. Now then, we really need to move that up a level. Let's make it one more level higher. And then we're going to take another platform and we're going to put it here. Bring it in like that. And we're going to bring it down here. Like so. And we could probably go ahead and just grab this, maybe. Like that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this building here. This is, I don't know. It is just decorative, really, and I might just, maybe it's for special events. Let's call it that. This is going to, maybe I'll turn it into a special events dining room, right? We don't have that in The Sims, but let's pretend. Let's pretend for a minute that we do, and I would make it into a special event, type of dining room. And you could kind of like, cater there and stuff like that. Let's grab our stairway, tie it in here. Nice broad, fancy stairs leading up there. We can go and put some stairs here. Well, maybe. Let's see here. Well, that's good. Oh, yeah, that works. That works. I don't know why I thought it was wrong. It works. It's good. The one thing I'm a little concerned now, and maybe this is why I had these scooted over, is that now it doesn't line up with this step, and I just can't have that. Yeah, I just can't have that. So what we're going to have to do is that right there. Take that out. Let's move this in like so. And then let's take this and we'll move it over like so. And that's not too bad. That's fine. It doesn't have, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That makes it more centered now with that platform. And we'll do our terracotta tiles here. Like this. Like so. And then we're going to need, again, a certain amount of stair, right? Let's go ahead and grab these stairs here. And we're going to just bring them all the way across so we get that really nice detail, you know, across the whole kind of span of it there. You know, so it looks like it's got tile kind of inlaid on it. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to do it on that one, though. Let's see if we start down here. Will it let me? No. So what we can do, though, there's always a solution. What we can do is we're going to move these. We don't really need benches on that side. And we will bring this out one more. Bring this out one more. You can see what we got there with our stairs, but we're going to fix that. We'll move the stairs back down here. Come on. I might have to move that fence line there. I'm going to try not to, but I might have to. No, we won't. There we go. And then we'll just draw it out here. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to place like a super massive set of stairs like I was trying to do right there. But if you just, you know, highlight a single stair unit again and put it in like that, then it'll be fine. It is not going to be fine there. It will not let us do it there. That's okay. We're going to do it like that. And then in this area here, oh, you know, I'll just put a potted plant or something. Let me see here. What do we got here? It's a debug item. Let's go in here and grab a potted plant, and we'll kind of disguise the fact that there's no stairs there with a plant, right? Right. Decorations, plants. Oh, that's cool. Now that's very cool. Okay, so that is, what is that called? Fungi Realty Studio Apartment. That's very cool. I do like that. Let me zoom in here. Let me take a look at this. This is with the new pack. Super cool. I'm gonna, yeah, I like that. That has a super whimsical look, in fact, and I didn't notice that. The park I just made, I might put that in the park. Like in the little children's section, the kids' kind of secret forest in our park in San Sequoia. I might have to put that there because that has a very, very whimsical feel. Let's see here. We're going to need to fix this other side so the doors are the same. And then we'll dress this side up later. For now, that looks pretty good. You know, got our platforms back in place. We can access the restaurant without any trouble. Again, okay, here we go. Now, back over here. Even though I do want them to dine al fresco, I really don't want to have them subjected too much to the elements, right? So we're going to go ahead and put a roof line over this dining area. One thing we can do is just kind of pull this one side down, right? So it has a very exaggerated appearance. In fact, we can bring it out pretty far. Now it does, in a lot of ways, kind of, I feel like, inhibit the view a little. I don't know, it feels a little strange to me. We can make it very broad, though, like that. Which, to be honest, I don't love. I might like it better if I move it back a little bit. Create a new roof for here. So that the exaggerated portion is just on that one side. I mean, that's not too bad. It feels a little 70s to me for some reason. But I think I'm going to keep it for now. I do think I'm going to keep it for now, and we can always adjust it later if it's making me crazy or I decide it's just not fitting the sort of style that I want this place to evoke, right? Let's make that a whole lot shorter. And we're going to take the roof line of it and pull it way back, of course. Like so. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we're going to fix this particular awning here like that. I don't know, though. Is that sticking into the inside? Yes, it is. So let's move it like this. And then let's move our door like that. Easy fix, easy peasy, as my son would have said one day. I feel like I'm going to have to quote him a lot with this new pack, right? Because it is about growing together. Although I do see the pack growing together as like a whole bunch of different things wrapped up in that, not just, raising an infant or raising a kid. Let's make all of these a little bit bigger. Like so. Now back on this side, I don't want it to be completely floating, which is part of why I feel like maybe I feel like it looks like the 70s. I don't know. That sort of cantilevered look like that. But we're going to put some columns on it. Try a couple of different placements there. I think I like it best like that. Let's do it on this side as well, by the stairs. I mean, the crazy thing is, I hope that it sticks out far enough to bring across that idea that is to protect you from the elements, right? We don't want you getting rained on, so. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna say that does work, that overhang is going to be fine, and then let's get a little more decor in here outside. But what? Supposed to be kind of a Spanish revival style, so maybe, let's look here. What do we have? We have dine out options, growing together options, and of course, space game options. I mean, right off the bat, we do have stuff like this, which is super cute. I do like that little thing of flowers, Nothing wrong with that. We have window boxes, also very cute. I use these a lot. Let's see here. I wish it came in a different, I guess that's not too bad though, right? Grab a couple of those window boxes like that. We could put some corbels maybe out here. I mean, maybe kind of like that, like it's, you know, supporting the roof, right? What colors do we have to work with? Let's see here. Brown. Brown works. We've got brown. Brown works. We got reddish brown. Let's really take a look at it. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's, it's not really too close, but I think underneath the roof line like that and stuff, it's going to be, we are going to call it close enough. Whoops. And we're going to just place one, you know, by each window. And we're going to need some lighting out here, which is actually another good reason to have over an overhang is if I want to use pendant lighting. That does, you know, that is nicer or does make more sense. For the time being, though, let's see what we've got. I mean, I was originally kind of planning on using the same lighting like this stuff, indoors and outdoors. Let's take a look and see how well it lights up the outdoors. I mean, pretty good, right? Okay. Ooh, I don't know though. I don't know about that part though. Maybe not. Maybe not that part. Maybe that's not working for us. And we've also kind of got a little bit of, we're going to have to lower that down just a tad. And we're going to have to put these somehow someplace else. Let's see here. Like that. That. Okay, so let's not use those light fixtures because I really, oh shoot. I only wanted to erase the light fixtures, not everything else. We're not going to, I don't want to have them sticking out of the roof like that. And I also don't want the roof at a steeper angle, so there we go. Let's look and see what we have for sconces. Well, yeah, we've got some sconces here, which are not bad. This is not bad. Let's see here. Does it provide enough light? I mean, I think in general it does provide enough light. I love that. That's super cool. One thing we could do is we could go in and maybe put little candles on each table or something as well. Like these, yeah, like the dine out candles. Speak of the devil. Let's see here. We could do maybe something like that. So, okay, so we've got some lighting out here. We got a little decor, window boxes, right? We could also do, I was thinking of, I think it's a base game item. I'm almost positive it is. Let's see here. Where is it located? I don't know what it's called. It's like the little, this. Never mind, it's that. We could do that, you know, maybe. Again, just to give it a little more decor outside. But I don't know that I love it. Let's see here. Yeah, I really don't love it. I'm gonna take that off. I mean, it looks okay, but I also feel like maybe it's a little bit superfluous, like maybe a little bit junky looking, you know. So let's try again. See what we can come up with here. I think it's so cool they finally gave us like these light switches. That is so cool. And yet I bet it'll be 10 years before I use them. It would be just like with toilet paper, you know? I probably will just forget about it till finally someday I break down and start using them. We have anything for wall decor? Let's see here. Oh, that's cute. Forgot about that. Okay, so now let's look at our options, though, maybe for tile or wallpaper. You know, I think for now, I'm going to just have to say with the outside here, we're going to call it good for the moment because nothing's really coming to me to put on the walls. And every time I think of something, I'm thinking that's going to look kind of junky. You know, it's going to look like I'm not doing a junk shop. I'm not doing kind of a sort of junk teak look, right? I want it to be really kind of a little more tailored than that. So let's just work on this landscaping a little bit, and then we'll work on the inside a little bit, and maybe something will come to me. That's a great fallback. You know, when you hit a brick wall and you just can't come to things, just go landscape for a while. You know, just put in some bushes, put in some flowers, give your brain a chance to think about something else. So we are going to need a sidewalk out here, of course. Like that. I'm not even real sure why I put that door there or what the deal was. I guess at the time, again, I was building this before I even knew what San Mateo here was going to look like. And I ended up just building on a 40 by 20 lot and taking a guess, right? So I probably put two entrances on it thinking, well, one of them's bound to work, right? One of them's bound to suit the lot. And I'm going to keep both of them and just run a little sidewalk here out. We're also going to do a little kind of tile area under these benches. And we need to put in, you know, this smooth keeper. Along here. Now let's grab these sconces. And in order to keep things cohesive, we'll put them on each side of our openings. You know, that way it kind of looks the same from side to side. And I think we'll put some sort of potted plant here on this, you know, this part. I apologize for having to re-click this stuff all the time. If it's driving you crazy, it drives me crazy too, and I still can't. I still just automatically use that eyedropper and end up resetting everything. Okay, so we've got these. This is really cute. I do like these. I used them in the park that I built. They're pretty cool. We've got this stuff, of course. Got these. I think I'm going to use this inside. I better go grab 2 of those. And in fact, you know, yeah, I better grab 2 of those. You know, outside we could use these. They look, I mean, they are a teeny planter, right? But they look really great when you blow them up, right? So they've got a great size to them when you blow them up. They don't get super large. And they have that sort of Spanish Revival kind of feel, you know, that sort of terracotta pottery sort of feel to it. So it works. Let's look here on the inside again. Now, what I'm thinking is to put one of these over here and one over here. I can't remember if those will sit on tables, though. I would like to put it on a table instead of just sitting on the floor. But I don't remember. Let's try a table. If it won't work, we'll just use the tool mod or something and lift it into place. This is a great base game standby for me, that table there. I really like it. Yeah, it's not going to work, so we're going to make it a little bit smaller, and we're just going to lift it up into place because it's not going to automatically sit on a table for us, at least not that table. We'll do that. And you know what? I'm going to do just kind of the same thing on this other side. Let's just kind of replicate. Whoops. Let's kind of replicate the same look on both sides. That's almost too big. Let's make it small like that. I wanted something real statement-y, right? I'm going to end up bringing it down a lot in size, though. So it'll fit on the table. We'll do this, and then we can also grab, put that over there while I'm thinking about it. Let's grab one of these while I'm thinking about it. And then let's go ahead and we'll pull in some of the lighting, you know, the painting lighting. This stuff. One of those like that. Oops. Oh, for goodness sakes. Come on, come on, come on. Well, just stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, no. You know, that's probably close enough, right? No, maybe not. Let me take a look here. Okay, that's better. And then we're going to change this picture. I want it to not be completely matching, right? Not that one, not that one. That looks pretty good, though. We'll do that. So we'll put that in there. And then I guess really, as far as decor in here goes, we could put in some more of this, you know, potted plant, this one here. The one thing I don't have in this restaurant, which is unusual, is a bar. Normally I would have a bar, but I quite obviously don't have one here. I could almost make room for one here, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't know that it's just really all that necessary. You can order drinks off the menu, right? Speaking of menu, I can't remember. Can we set the menu type on this? Oh, well, we can set this. Yes. So let's go with that attire. That's fine. And then custom attire is every day. And the preset menu, let's go with seafood because it's Red Lobster. So we'll go with seafood. Oh, but I guess we could customize it from here. So let's do this. Choose edit a custom menu. Okay, wait a minute. Edit a custom menu. What am I missing here? Let me see. Click to view the menu. Edit a custom menu. Well, I don't really know what I'm missing there about editing a menu. I'm missing something. I never did it this way before. I always had someone own the restaurant, and I set up the menu that way. I don't. Oh, here we go. Golly. Okay, so edit a custom menu. There we go. Water. No. I don't really want to just do water. Let's see here. Let's look at nectar. Let's put in this cheap swill. Okay, we'll put in the cheap swill. And then we're going to put in some expensive stuff for when it's really date night. So we're going to put that in. And then we've got fizzy, miscellaneous. Let's go with fizzy. We're going to throw in the fizzy fruity drink is always good. And again, well, let's do this. The EAPA and the barley bale. We've got fruit juices, which I'm going to go ahead and throw in a fruit punch for the kids, right? Hot and smoky Cupid juice. Oh, and then for the adults, we'll do all three of these. This is going to be the sort of place to come for a drink, that's for sure, to hang out. We've got hot drinks. I'm not too interested in that. I don't see like, hot chocolate or anything. So we've got more of this. Some of this I've got. The boiler room. That's quite a drink. Let's do the sweet and spicy and the citrus swig. Let's do that. And let's do this one. I like that one. And what's the really expensive stuff? We've got Sea of Fire Space Energy Drink. Well, we've got some really expensive ones already. So, Sunset Valley. For Sims 3, we'll do Sunset Valley. So we've customized our drinks, right? Good. Now, appetizers. This is a seafood restaurant. So, and it's a Red Lobster restaurant too. So, my thought is we're going to do like rolls, like bread, right? Because they always have those rolls. So let's do a bread roll. And let's go ahead and throw that in. And granola, French fries, chips. No. Artisan bread would have been good, maybe. Grilled fruit, croissants. I don't see, nothing's grabbing me. Well, let's do this. Salmon croquette, crab cake, that works, and that works. Let's throw that in there because it's fancy. The caprese salad, that's a good go-to. We'll go with that. What else? What else? What else? This. We'll go with this. That works. And then I always just love, the sort of like, we're not doing it. We could do that, right? It could be really exciting to see other diners die. So let's go with that. We're gonna do that. And then I always like these like experimental dishes. So that takes care of our appetizers. What's next? We've got entrees, main course. Now for the main course, again, this is a seafood restaurant. So we don't need, let's see here. We can narrow it down to seafood. Let's do that. That'll make it easy on us. And we're going to do the lobster roll. We're going to do this maki roll. We'll do fish tacos. We'll do the tuna nigiri. We'll do that. So far, this is more like a sushi restaurant than a Red Lobster, but maybe because it's here in like San Sequoia, then maybe it's kind of upmarket. Go with the salmon. We'll go with that. Tilapia. This, that. Oh, wait, is there any limit on how much we can do? So far, I've chosen a lot of stuff. I don't think there is a limit. And lobster, I hate lobster thermidor. We're not going to do that. I don't want that one either. Let's see here. Just to double our chances of death, we're going to do that again. And the fish dinner. Okay, so we got that. Now, the last thing to do is going to be our desserts. Let's see. Everything. We choose everything on the menu. Let's see. Because I love Star Wars, we're going to do the Star Wars ones. We'll do the Star Wars ones there. And we will do a couple of ice creams, right? A couple of the ice creams. What else here? Let's do those. Let's do chocolate scones. Now let's get into some fancier desserts. Let's see here. Let's do this cake. That works. Mixed fruit tart. That works. I want to get past all the ice cream. We'll get to some nice desserts. Some of this costs a lot. Again, the sort of date night desserts, right? We want a date night. This will go with, right? Oh, cannolis. Let's go with cannolis. That's not fancy, really, but I love cannolis. So let's go with cannolis. And we have the fudge bar. I love those two. Let's do that. And banana cream pie, chocolate pies, pumpkin pies. Those are all good choices. I mean, I'm tempted, but I want to do something a little fancier. So let's do that. Lemon meringue pie, though, is not fancy, but again, one of my favorites. So it gets the cut. It gets the cut. And then we're going to do, that thing. And I guess we could do the cow plant essence meringue pie. No, let's do chocolate souffle. Let's do that. Okay, so hey, the menu's set. I don't know that I even really thought about doing the menu, but the menu is set. So the menu for our restaurant is set. The clothing is set. Customer attire can be every day. And we're good to go as far as that goes. That was kind of out of the blue. But that's set. And then back over here, let's see. We're going to do someplace where you can sit and wait while you're waiting for your table, right? Comfort. Oh, shoot. Again, I was going to use this, but it doesn't fall in with the 3 packs I'm kind of limiting myself to. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and we'll choose something else. Let's see here. We can use this. This works. This is a great standby, right? Nice, comfortable little bench. We're going to do an orange. And I might maybe do it double wide like that. We're getting some stutter there, a little bit of stutter, but that is really easily fixed with the tool mod. Now, I don't have anybody here at the moment. I have to have a sim on the lot. But the tool mod you could take this piece and shrink it down to 0.999, just 1/100th of a percent smaller than itself. It'll take away the stutter and you won't be able to tell it's any smaller. So that's a little hint. And if I bring a sim here to play test, then we may just have to do that real quick. Let's put in some sort of, again, some sort of painting here. Something like that's fine. Make it a little bit smaller. And then I think we will put the same sort of planters out here. Okay. Oh, shoot, I lost my thing there. I lost my step. We're going to put the step back in. I'll probably lose it again. It's so common. I change a wall color and steps disappear or something like that. I probably lost the steps when I put in this piece of wall, this piece of fencing. I probably lost it then. Now, out here, I think a little bit of a loss of I kind of would like to put something out there so that you just don't have that big blank wall, right? Because it looks kind of unattractive facing the street. We want something that looks a little more sophisticated, maybe. And there should be a shuttered window, right? I know I've seen it. There it is, right there. So we can put a couple of, some shuttered windows here side by side. Since we don't actually want real windows kind of looking into, the kitchen and the bathroom, right? And then we'll grab one of these awnings. And we'll grab the planter box that we've got to work with. There we go. So again, that's going to dress that up a little bit, give us a little more presence on the street, And I guess I'll leave the grass as grass. One part of me says just turn it into ground cover, right? Cover all of this with some ground cover. And part says, nah, just leave it as grass. It's not that big a deal. One thing I think I will do is go through and kind of throw some dirt down under these bushes. And we're still stuck with this kind of thing over here. Oh, see, there it went. Oh, did you see that? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, so I put flooring down, the stairs disappeared. Okay. I might just wait. We're not even going to put those back yet. We'll just wait until the end, and that'll be the last thing we put in. Those stupid stairs, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and outline kind of keep going the way I was going, I guess. I don't really know how I was going with this, but let's do it. There we go. I guess I put some planters over here, though. Yeah, I must have been planning on using those in some fashion. Huh. And we still can. Let's see here. These are like some debug items, you know. So we could put one kind of in the corner here. Well, if we're going to use them, probably should put them up front. Again, it does hold kind of with the idea of it being a special event space, this building. So if you're going to have a party or something, it's not very big. It's not really big enough for a special event space, but we could call it that. For goodness sakes. Like so. Why I only did 3 of them, I don't know. I probably could use 4 and put some here on the back corners as well. And I might kind of dig around and try to find the 4th one for that. Let's see here. Okay, now, you know, one thing I am going to do before I start on the event space, because I'm kind of wanting to just mold that over my head a little bit. I think I will pull up a Sims Family real quick, do a quick play test, a quick run through a part of this restaurant, see how it works. I think the restaurants are broken, but maybe I can at least see if I can get seated and stuff like that. And then maybe call it a night from there. I actually have a lot of stuff to finish up on the first episode of my Growing Together storyline. Things like that to tackle before it's all said and done. Let's bring our Max Brian Reginald. Actually, his name's Brian Reginald. I don't know why his last name's Squire. Oh, I know why. Because of Grant Squires. Because they got married. He took Grant's name. Let's see here. It's taking a little while. There we go. He is a rising political. Let's go with that. Join the campaign. Oh, Brian is now a 1-star celebrity. Okay, let me pause this. It's going like crazy. And then let's head out. I need to bring him home. Yes, I think he should. And then we're going to bring Max home. And then we're all going to go out to eat for a nice family meal. Let's see here. Oh, no. Okay, let's answer it. Let's see what it says. Oh, his work is pretty shaky. He might get demoted. Blah, 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 blah. Keep a good mood at work. Yeah. This was family time. Family counts too. I had to do it. I had to do it as family time. We're all going out to dinner. And let's see here. Travel. Now, I probably won't bring Hooper with us. As far as I know, toddlers still are not allowed to eat out. But we are going to bring him anyway. And Get him there one way or another. And we'll see if this works. Last time I went out to eat, it didn't work at all. We're going to see this time. Hooper cannot visit and has been sent home or to daycare. My ass. Let's see here. We're going to bring Hooper Pierce here. There we go. There he is. He can visit. See? Looky there. There's Hooper. Hooper is glad that he got to come and eat out with everybody else. I'm going to change these outfits a little bit before they die. Let's see here. This is kind of a casual place. Red Lobster is kind of a casual place. We'll leave, well, let's change, maybe change Reg's outfit. I don't know. No, we'll leave him where he is. And we'll leave Max alone. So let's see if everybody kind of gets into place, right? I'm going to try requesting, well, I need a table where Hooper can sit. Let's request this table. We'll get a table outside. Look how happy he is. He's so glad he got to come. Max's should actually make it where you can bring like toddlers and stuff with you, I think. And it's been a long time. Dine Out's been out forever. And they haven't done that. So I got to fix that stair. I still do not see our chef cooking. I see our chef standing. But I do not see him cooking. Should I reset him? Let's try resetting. See if that fixes it. Now, Reg is going out here to his table. Where's Hooper? Here he comes. He's running along, my sweet little guy. Okay, there's Max. And then when Hooper gets out here, we're going to have Daddy Reg give food or put Hooper there, and then we'll give him some food. There's a waitress. The waitress is at work, right? She showed up. Put Hooper in his high chair. There we go, and we'll go ahead and give him some food. Let's give him ham and cheese sandwich. And then Reg is going to sit back down, and he is going to order for the table. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Will he get food? I don't know. It's a special occasion. It's a special occasion. So he's going to have a Sunset Valley. And Grant's going to have the Cosmopolitan. Yes. And then, whoops, let's see here. That's for him. There we go. And then we're going to, the fizzy, fruity, oh, he can't have that. Okay, how about the fruit punch? Can he have that? Yes. Max is going to have the fruit punch. And then to eat, let's see here. Max is going to order some delicious tuna roll. And then Grant's going to order this fancy item, cubed ahi. And we'll have Reg order, not that. We don't want to kill Reg tonight. We're not going to do that. We'll do this herb-crusted salmon. Looks really good. So we'll do that. And see if someone comes out here. Hooper has already got his food. He's going to make a little bit of a mess. That's okay. He's learning. He's learning. We're going to leave a big tip because we know he's messy. We know it's going to take a little more cleanup time. So we will leave a big tip. I promise. She's probably like, oh, I did not expect to come to a fancy restaurant and see children here. Well, I'm sorry, Karen. You know, you don't own the place. Why don't see? That's what she's bitching about. She's bitching about Hooper. I will smack her. Okay, I will. Oh my gosh, who is she? Who does she think she is? Now, hold on a second. Did I order? Did I get my order out? Wait for order to be delivered. Okay, I got my order out. I'm going to have to get out. Go. Go, go, go. Look at that. I mean, so mean. Leave. Yeah, leave. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. And she's just going to stand there. Don't you have a table of your own? Yeah, bye. Bye. Not hi. Bye. Goodbye. How did I get rid of her? None of her friendly. Can I just tell her to go? Go away. There we go. Go away. Goodbye. Because we don't know her. Who is she? Go on. Go. Go. Is she going to leave? She's just going to stand there and pout. There's a werewolf in there eating too. She's going to just stand there and pout. Look at her. Look at her. She's not even going anywhere. She needs to get back on her meds. Oh, wait. Are we getting our food? Oh, my God. We're getting our food. And it's fast. We got our food like really quick. I can't believe it. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Normal quality. Normal quality. Normal quality. And the bitch left too. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yay. I am so happy. Sit down here and eat your food, Grant. Sit, eat and learn experimental foods. So yeah, lovely. Nice little seat out here. Little alfresco dining experience. The view of the bridge and the bay. Little Hooper is so happy he had a nice sandwich. Reg and Max and Grant are so happy having some nice beverages and some delicious dinner. This actually makes me kind of hungry. Makes me kind of hungry to see them eating like that. I'm glad bitch left, and I'm glad our food got here super fast, because I'm not kidding. Last time I waited 8 hours, no food, but this food came right out. I am thrilled. Good job, Sims team. I don't know if it was broken before, or if they've, I know we got our food a lot faster than I've ever gotten food before. Normally it takes forever to get food. That alone, big thumbs up. Okay, so that works really, really well. I do like that. And the restaurant seems to be working pretty well too. I see other people with food, other people with seats. I see a werewolf. I don't know what werewolf's doing out and about. I must not have those limited. Probably they're all like, no, he's not. He's a furry. He's probably a furry. That's what it is. He's not a werewolf. He's a furry. And until he goes nuts and I guess rampages on everything, that's what we'll believe. Look, he's kind of happy though. He does look really sweet and nice. He's like, you know, he's gonna have a nice glass of wine and a lobster roll and little foaming at the mouth there. That's okay. That's all right. We're gonna just let him. And they're on a date. I think they're on a date. Oh my gosh, she just met him on Tinder, I bet. He's probably like, I have a little bit of body hair. A little bit of body hair. And she's like, that's okay. I like hairy guys. I do. And they're done. I guess they're finished. They're already finished up. They are out. They did meet on Tinder, and they are in a hurry to get the rest of their night on. Why are they not eating, though? I don't know. Let's have Reg eat his food. We're going to let Max go to the potty. Eat. I didn't tell him to eat. Maybe that's why. He drank. He drank his drink. Have Grant drink his drink. And Max drank his drink, too. But he didn't eat his food. Mm-hmm. Someone let Hooper out of his chair. There we go. Now I can come back and eat. So I think this is working. This is going pretty well. I just need a simple restaurant for episode 2 of my upcoming series. And so this works. I do like it. It's pretty simple. I feel like it could use some more decor, but I don't know. I don't want it to get too junky and it get real junky real fast, right? So I think for now, mostly this is just going to be it. We're going to call it good for tonight. Let's see here. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And we will have more coming tomorrow. A whole lot more coming tomorrow, in fact. And the rest of the weekend. Because the first episode of the RM Cascadian Growing Together should be out tomorrow. Why am I missing what I'm looking for here? There it is. That'll be out tomorrow. Hopefully, should be. I'm almost done with it. Got a little editing left to do, but I think it should be out. And we will learn a whole lot more about Reg and Max, who was just there as a child eating the tuna roll. He is an infant in the upcoming story. So we'll learn a whole lot more about them. And in the meantime, as always, thank you for watching.